the young, and the restless spoilers. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful, sunny day to dive deep into the absolute madness unfolding in our favorite daytime drama. We are so thrilled to have you here with us as we unpack the latest shocking twists and turns that have left us completely breathless. Grab a snack, settle in, and let's get right into the thick of it. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now. I am literally filming this while I'm running errands, dodging shopping carts in the grocery store parking lot because I just had to jump on here and vent. My soul has actually left my body, and I cannot even process the sheer cinematic mayhem we just witnessed. Besties, be for real right now. Did we just watch the most insane, world-ending tea ever unfold on our screens? I am personally offended, totally living for it, and genuinely hyperventilating all at the same time. Send help. My grip on reality is slipping. I was mid-skincare and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug when this scene dropped, and I literally had to yeet my phone across the room. We are not just watching this show anymore. We are invested. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let me set the stage properly, because my brain is visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of this plot. So we have Tracy Abbott, a sweet, unproblematic, fiercely loyal Queen Tracy. She is completely alone at the Abbott mansion since returning to Genoa City. She genuinely doesn't think she's a target. Like, why would she be? She's a successful author, the moral compass of the family, basically the only sane person left in that massive. She's probably sitting there, sipping chamomile tea, minding her own business, completely oblivious to the danger, which is honestly so unhinged given the absolute dumpster fire her family is in right now. But no, Tracy thinks she's safe. She thinks the drama is strictly reserved for Jack, Diane. Did I say that yet? Ugh. My brain is mush. Moving on. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Dr. Lawrence Markham is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with this absolute psychopath. He knows Tracy is the weak point. He knows that if you want to completely break the Abbotts, you go after the absolute heart of the family, and Tracy is that beating heart. Markham is out here playing 4D chess while everyone else is playing checkers. He wants to resolve the conflict. And by resolve, I mean he wants to terrorize the living daylights out of everyone who stands in his way. He explicitly remembers that Tracy is the one who aggressively cornered Patty Williams in the park and dragged the truth out of her. Tracy is a legitimate threat, and Markham is not about to let this sweet novelist ruin his master. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. But seriously, did anyone else notice the weird lighting in the Abbott living room during this scene? It was giving major haunted Victorian mansion vibes, like they swapped out all the warm bulbs for these harsh, cold, terrifying shadows just to mess with our anxiety. The aesthetic choices were straight up chilling. Anyway, the break-in, guys, I cannot even. The sheer terror of Tracy being all alone in that giant, echoing house, and suddenly there is a violent intruder. Tracy is furious. She is screaming her lungs out. The rage building up inside her quickly morphs into pure, unadulterated fear. You can literally see the realization wash over her face that she is completely trapped and not safe. It's a high-octane psychological masterpiece. I was screaming at the screen, "Run, Traci, get out of there!" Markham doesn't just break in. He straight up invades her sacred sanctuary. Traci is fighting back with everything she has, but the sheer panic is taking over. She's screaming, and the echo in that massive mansion makes it sound so much worse, like a horror movie where no one can hear you. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of this man. How dare he touch? She is Abbott royalty. Bestie, be for real right now. If anyone lays a finger on Traci, the entire town of Genoa City should legitimately riot in the streets. But Markham is relentless. He overpowers her, and the chaos is just, I literally can't handle how dark this is getting. And then the absolute worst happens. He ties her to a chair. Yes, you heard me right. He physically restrains our beloved Traci Abbott. He binds her to a chair in her own home. The absolute disrespect and violation of the thick ropes, the heavy wooden chair, the sheer suffocating helplessness of the situation. Traci is sitting there, utterly terrified, but still trying to hold on to that fierce Abbott. Her eyes are darting around the room, looking for any possible escape, but Markham is just pacing around her like a hungry predator playing with his food. I'm calling it the villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because Jack and Diane are going to lose their actual minds when they find out what is happening to her. Oh, but wait, it gets so much worse, because of course it does. Markham whips out his phone or a camera. I couldn't even tell because my vision was blurring from the stress, and he starts recording a video. He is legitimately making a hostage video. You guys. He wants to threaten Jack and Diane, and he is using Traci as the ultimate pawn to do it. He's looking right into the camera lens, basically telling them that they are completely out of time and out of option. The stakes are astronomical right now. He's demanding to know what Traci's intentions are, what she knows about his plans, and exactly how much she has already told Jack. He is taunting them through the screen, fully knowing that Jack will straight up combust into flames when he sees his baby sister tied up and terrified like this. Traci is forced to sit there while this absolute monster records his unhinged manifesto. You can see the anger and the paralyzing fear battling it out in her expressive eyes. She's terrified for her own life, obviously, but she's also so deeply angry that her family is being violently targeted yet again. The psychological warfare happening in this scene is just off the chart. I was literally clutching my chest because I am too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. This specific betrayal personally attacked my soul on a spiritual. Traci does not deserve this. She is supposed to be writing romantic bestsellers and offering sage advice, not starring in a gritty true crime hostage documentary. And don't even get me started on the vibes during the recording. The tension was so incredibly thick, you could cut it with a machete. Markham finishes his little cinematic threat, turning the camera off, and then he slowly turns his attention back to Traci. He's been wearing this mask the whole time. This creepy, nondescript, terrifying mask that just adds to the whole nightmare aesthetic of the scene. But then he slowly reaches up. He's about to take it off. My heart literally stopped beating in my chest. I was screaming at my phone. Who is it? Who is under there? My brain was buffering so hard, desperately trying to piece together all the breadcrumbs and clues the writers have been dropping for weeks. You guys. He pulls off the mask. On Tracy's face, the absolute horror, the visceral shock, the jaw-dropping realization that washes over her features. It is a familiar face. It's someone she knows. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed this. Did I mention earlier that Dr. Markham was heavily speculated to be Martin Laurent with a surgically altered face? My God, if it's Martin under there, I am going to legitimately pass out in this parking lot. Or is it someone else entirely? The way Tracy violently gasped, it was like she was looking at a literal ghost. Her eyes widened to the size of saucers. All the blood instantly drained from her face, and she just froze in pure, unadulterated terror. Let's dissect this tea with absolute cinematic mayhem, because we need to talk about the implication. If it is Martin Laurent, the same unhinged man who held Sharon and Phyllis hostage in that creepy clinic, the man who tormented this entire town, and he's now targeting the Abbotts, it makes so much terrifying sense. But it is also so completely unhinged. Patty Williams notoriously used plastic surgery to become doctor. Emily Peterson back in the day, so of course she would encourage Martin to medically alter his face to become doctor. Markham, basically, this entire town is just one giant twisted game of musical faces. I am genuinely spiraling over these narrative choices. The law is so incredibly deep that my grip on reality is slipping away. Tracy is just staring at this man, her brain desperately trying to process that the monster who kidnapped Diane, the monster who violently snatched Abby and baby Dominic, is someone who has been right under their noses all along. The sheer catastrophic violation of trust is mind-blowing. This situation is now my entire personality, and I am not okay. Tracy's initial anger is completely swallowed whole by this new paralyzing fear. How do you possibly fight back against a monster who wears a familiar face? How do you emotionally process that level of pure evil, casually sitting in your own living room, looking at you with eyes you recognize? It's giving major psychological thriller, and I am entirely here for it, even though I am actively suffering, physically vibrating with adrenaline. I need to scream into a pillow until my lungs give out. Jack Abbott is going to tear Genoa City apart brick by literal brick when he receives that video phone. Diane is going to go absolutely feral. This is unequivocally the most world-shattering saga we have ever witnessed on this show, and we are completely, hopelessly invested. I am sending this exact rant as a manic voice note to the group chat at 4 a.m. because I cannot hold this inside my body for one more second. The stakes have never been higher, bestie. Tracy is helplessly trapped in the clutches of a familiar devil, and I am manifesting a total catastrophic bloodbath by the end of the week. Stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled, because this dumpster fire is burning brighter than ever, and we are spilling all the piping hot tea right here